sixes.
Sixes. Oh my lord.
Sixes, sevens, and eights. How about a 6, 7, 8 flop?
Where's the fives for the 4-bet?
Yeah, that's what we need. Fives in this. So when it comes 6, 7, 8, all the sets can lose.
What time does like everything kick off in the day?
Wow!
Oh my word!
I mean, you didn't.
Bye profit, Manning.
You didn't quite call it.
2.5 in there. Dan surely will see bet.
It's like, long as
It kind of like puts you in good trend for the game.
Pot?
that's why I get into the game because I've got like 4
Pot
days
it
off.
is.
just
A little bit
pops
more
it.
than pot. We're going for 100 on top.
Ben made it to Wednesday, take Wednesday as well.
That's quite
Ooh,
sick.
the 8. Well, look at this. He quickly gets out of the way. He's not going to have a chip in the pot. Manig.
To give me a few days.
Now, does he check raise? Does he check call?
I mean, I would probably be check raising here. I mean,
Dan's played so snug.
yeah, it really looks like Dan has like ace, king, king, queen, or aces. Something of that nature.
Buy,
I mean, if
profit. He does just check call.
25 star.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't. I think check raising is probably better here in general.
Right, yeah. I mean, obviously, seeing what we've seen, I'm not sure if Manag's being relayed the hands. You would check raise. And wow.
I mean, the thing is, like, if Dan's bluffing, it's not like he's just going to continue to barrel off big, you know?
Right.
And yeah, okay, you look really strong when you check raise here, but I don't think, you know, if Dan has ace king or aces, I don't think he's going to fold them.
This is great now. Dan bets.
Dan's going
Both are gonna
Dan's
think the
going to
other person
bomb
has
it
a king.
again. He's going 7k? 8k! He's overbet flop and turn.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. So Manig's going to think he's got ace king now. Let's get him. Wow.
I mean, no way Manik can fold, but I mean, he must be a little concerned. I mean,
This is going to be
double
the biggest
overbet.
pot. But I mean, what? Yeah, he's got ace king probably. This is what you're thinking.
You would be thinking there's some sort of king.
Obviously, there is the one likely hand that beats you is sevens.
I'm gonna get cold, you know.
Good kings wouldn't bet this.
Feel it coming on.
Yeah, I got a bit of a cold.
Manning is going to just call. GTO, and maybe that's not necessary, but whatever happens here, this is almost certainly getting on the river. 10 is the card.
I've got a little something for you.
3 overbets.
Come on. Come on, Dan. Go big.
Yeah.
All in.
Hey,
he's
all
done
in.
it.
41k.
That was a really, really bad feeling. I think I have way too good of a hand. Can I count, please?
Wow, Manning senses something. I mean, obviously King 10's the most like concern, right?
Takes like 4 minutes.
I mean, the real problem here is like, can you ever think that Dan has a bluff? Trying to get a read there. Bringing up 8-9. The thing is, Manig is going to be very hesitant to make this kind of fold on stream. Because if people see him fold here and Dan Shack had ace king, Manig is not going to be allowed back in Germany.
So we're gonna get you ready for the fold.
Wow!
Fold. For those.
Turn over. If you turn, show, I'll show.
I don't know if I want to.
You had sixes? You folded sixes?
Hey?
You got ace king?
You folded sixes?
Wow. No way.
You can't.
Wow,
fold
how good
sixes,
does Manning
though.
feel right now?
Yeah.
You can never fold.
He just made £40,000 right there.
That's a
just
sick fold.
ridiculous. How do you ever fold sixes there?
Pocket queens on the dealer button.
This hand, same thing. It wouldn't be a bad hand to just go all in with. Secure what's in the middle.
Yeah, different players do have different strategies. Divorce going to raise here. It wouldn't surprise me if Ben Lamb plays as aggressive. He just shoved Jack 10 suited preflop last hand. So he does make the call.
What's up?
Okay.
All right, so we have bottom 2 pair for Ben Lamb, who's trailing against the Forest's queens when you look at the statistics.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, pocket queens here. It's not too fun to play on this board. Looks like he is going to bet. It's very small bets. Not very common in short deck to see these small bets. Pretty much lets your opponent call with anything. Makes it actually really confusing to play post-flop.
It's pretty cool if he decides to put multiple bets in, knowing that he blocks king queen. Look at that though.
I think Divorce is like, well, I actually didn't expect to hit these strip queens, but I'll take it. It makes a lot of sense for him to consider checking here because say he bets his opponent has a king, goes all in, then what? Price yourself out or something silly. So he does check.
Yeah. Wow.
That is the perfect card because the flush doesn't get there.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So Ben Lamb, I mean, he loves this full house. He's just
10. 10. 10,000.
just bets 10,000. My thought here for Ben Lamb betting so small is thinking, Divorce never has a straight because he would just bet the turn.
Yeah.
So he's hoping he gets hero called by like the case jack, some like ace queen.
Some 8-9 maybe.
Yeah, or maybe make his opponent. I don't think he's going to fold jack 10. He's just like, oh, I induced him because I bet so small.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Lamb knows his opponent can definitely have a big hand like queens here or like aces, you know, ace jack. Then sometimes when you bet so small, you're like, oh man, did I induce him? You know, it's definitely not a fun spot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Ben Lamb can fold this would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be very, very impressive. Especially, I think the key point is there, what you mentioned, is the fact that he bets small himself. That makes it so hard to get away with because he has a much stronger hand than he's trying to represent.
Yeah. Because it looks like a block bet with like a king, right? Like, and to be fair, a lot of these players would make a move when the board pairs and try to bluff you off of something.
Yeah. I mean, what if somebody has ace-10?
So I think
you don't have me covered too. You have 80, 81.
so. Some things maybe Ben Lamb thinks about. Okay, how much does Divorce play short deck? Is he that sick to make a play in this game type that he may be less experienced in?
Yeah, but you know, he's a really, really, really good no-limit hold'em player. They make some sick moves when they don't think they're going to be winning with just calling.
Ben Lamb just talking to himself like, okay. When you're in this situation, you're always trying to think, okay, what kind of hands my opponent would bluff with? Wow, that's an amazing fold.
That is incredible.
That is incredible.
They're also, they were 50 antis deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's just incredible. Wow, Ben Lamb just continues to impress us once again here.
Like 3 videos with them, like maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and I just didn't enjoy it too much. I felt like it just kind of felt like a chore. Like, you know, I had to submit X amount of videos by a certain day, and then, you know, poker players are not the most, you know, productive people in the world. So it's just like, yeah, it's just kind of, it just wasn't for me.
Well, this is interesting. I didn't see the Sam found ace queen in the small. That's just a flat.
Yeah, that's with, what does he have?
30 bigs.
A little over 30, huh?
And it's going to work out nicely here.
This is not a good situation for Marty.
Bruno came along from the big king jack. Are we surprised that Vlad just folded the king jack on the button?
I mean, he's all in or fold at that point,
right.
And Marty hasn't really been opening a lot of hands, but I guess once he gets chips
it's a little different.
Yeah,
but you want to see it first, don't you? You want to see if the guy's going to play some more hands.
Yeah.
Well, Sam does check call. Marty c-bet.
Martin is the weirdest player ever saw at the final table.
He's just a funny dude. Wow.
Wow.
It is the level of Marty Mattis.
Jeez.
This is a cold one. 20 million already in there.
I can't see Sam not going broke here. He's so under-repped, you know, flatting. I think if I was in Sam's shoes, I would have just been all in pre-flop
Yeah, I feel like that's the play, but
for maybe 32, 30, 33 bigs or so.
and look at this, Marty's sizing big
That's
here.
large.
This is like this just puts.
Sam is hating life right now.
15 million. You don't have enough 24 behind, so you feel like he's gonna jam here if he plays right for. Does he really want to let the pot get to 50 with only half pot behind? I mean, that turn card does bring some draws in. Marty could have a hand like King Jack of Hearts.
He's seeing how many times he's like knows it's going to be a tough decision. So how many of these time things do I have?
What hands does Marty do this with? I mean, you can be pretty sure it's not one pair, really, is it? Unless maybe an overpair.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
So those
just
hands that picked up hearts,
exactly.
maybe combo draws.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we can
King,
see it
Jack of
puts
Hearts.
Sam in a horrible spot here with Ace Queen, which is
Yeah,
like a
and
super
he has
strong
the Queen of Hearts in his hand too.
Right. Although the Queen of Hearts probably doesn't work too much that way because Marty probably doesn't go this big with top pair and the flush draw,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. He may even just check back those
Yeah.
types of hands. Queen X of Hearts.
Wow, he finds the fold.
Holy cow.
Sam dodging some bullets here.